We're going to show you how we built a foldable camper inside our SUV from start to finish.
And reveal the paint job we chose based on your awesome suggestion from previous videos.
We'll even share a complete cost breakdown that might get you surprised. I definitely am.
By the end, you will know exactly how to build your own foldable camper.
And even set up your next campsite under 5 minutes.
For years, we're dreaming on selling everything, building a camper van, and traveling the world.
But before we do that, we wanted to try a build in a much smaller scale. So since we live in a small country, we have decided to build a camper inside our car. So our car is a 2017 Suzuki Vitara, which is a small SUV, but it has enough space if you fold all the seats. The build we have decided on is shaped by the unique interior angles of this car and the fact that we wanted a fridge for longer trips.
One crucial tip: when measuring, remember, the higher you build, the less headroom you will have in the end. But if you go lower for more headroom, you will have less storage. So find the balance that works for you.
If you are thinking of doing a similar build, search online for ideas and adapt them to your car needs. The main adjustments you'll need are usually just the height and width.
So, we set out to plan a camper that is easy to use for a night or two without sacrificing its regular use. Having the right tools makes all the difference in a project like this. We will walk you through everything we use, and we have included a full list with the links in the description section.
We decided to divide the build into 3 main sections, starting with the camping kitchen setup.
Measurements and marks are needed. Precision is a key here to make sure everything fits just right. Dave and my dad moved this huge plywood sheet.
For this section, we cut 6 plywood pieces using a circular saw. 3 for the legs, 1 for the back, 1 for the top, and 1 to close off the fridge compartment.
How exciting. It's the first time I'm using such a tool.
And there it is, the first piece cut. Be sure he's pretty proud of this moment.
First piece ever cut by me.
Now more of the same. Measure, mark, cut, repeat. Each piece brings us closer to our next adventure. And just like that, the last piece is done.
AA, that was the last piece.
So we're now starting with the actual construction of the camping kitchen, and for that we're going to need wood glue, a drill, this thing, and a bunch of screws.
For each connection, we apply wood glue, drill a hole, and put a screw.
And that's the first corner. Now let's do another one and put it again in the car so we can verify that everything is in place.
Until I'm complete.
I think it looks great. Now we have to connect the middle part and the front part of the refrigerator compartment. We will just connect it as we just connected the sides, so we will spare you those parts. We will jump forward in time and show you the end result.
We added a hole to access the fridge handle easily and another one to pull through the solar battery wires. Now it's time to put everything together. You know the drill, pun intended. Glue, drill, and screw. And that wraps up this section with the top of our cooking setup.
So to put this stove
in a drawer, we will need to have a pretty much precise dimensions. Why is that? Because a drawer where it needs to be a perfect square or rectangle and have a perfect 90 degrees so it can open and close without any problem. These are heavy duty rails I bought in Amazon and they are just perfect for the length of the drawer. So let's bring measure tape and start measuring things. For the stove drawer, we cut 5 pieces of wood and it took us a full day to get it right. So what do you think?
It's okay.
It looks easier on YouTube. That's what I can tell you. We take a lot of inspiration from there and people are doing amazing things. I mean, we're on one drawer and it's almost evening. And that's the part we wanted.
I think it's the best part until now.
I'm sure about that. All right, let's put everything together. I mean, not everything, but let's put this with the other parts and see if we are still on tracks. That's the last piece. We've cut everything. Everything looks like it's supposed to fit. The only thing left to do is to put everything together. Right after assembling the drawer, we had to connect the drawer slides. We also needed another piece of wood to connect the right slide of the drawer.
After assembling it, we remade the front face of the drawer and added an opening for easy access to the stove knobs. And hey, thanks for sticking around this far. Drop us a comment and tell us which is one piece of camping gear you wouldn't leave home without.
Next up, the foldable bed. We measured and cut 3 plywood pieces. One acts as a step for support and 2 more for the bed itself. That's the first piece of the day. So we got lucky with some scrap wood that I had. It's pretty much perfect for the step I want to make so the bed platform can rest on. I just need to shorten it a little bit, so let's do that. Now, we connected the step using glue and drilling holes for 5 screws. And we made the last but not least piece of the build. How exciting! Pretty snug, but I believe it's okay.
We connected the 2 bed pieces with piano hinges so they can fold and stack on top of each other when not in use.
So these are the hinges. I bought them on Amazon. And we are done. Let's try it out in the car. Wait. Wow, amazing. We added 2 more pieces to the front section as risers, so the whole build stays level. These risers rest on the middle storage compartment of the car. I'm done with this part. Now let's try it out. Just perfect.
And added some latches to hold the bed in place and prevent the folding section to fold back when it is in use.
And now, when they are both closed, it feels actually like one piece.
We're basically done with the build, but before the big paint reveal, let's talk costs. Here is the breakdown. So what we bought: 2 plywood sheets, drawer slides, drawer magnet, piano hinges, toggle latches, spray paint, glue spray, and carpeting. What we got for free: tools, screws, wood oil. Thanks, Dad. So in total, we paid $213 for the build, not including our gear and appliances, which will be covered in another video.
Just to compare, kits like this are sold for $1,000 around here. Now, for the final touch. When we started the build, we asked you to suggest us some paint options, and you came up with some really fun options.
I really wanted it to be pink.
In the end, we combined a few of your ideas. After sanding the entire build and rounding the edges, we painted the drawer with Rust-Oleum's moss green paint and primer, which turned out great.
For the rest, we used Bondex decking oil for a natural wood look and added black carpeting using glue spray to match the car's interior.
And this is the final result. Now that you know how to build this camper, you might want to gear up, and our next video is just for you.
And tell us in the comments what you would like to see as we continue our journey towards full-time van life.
Either way, subscribe to our channel, and we'll see you next time.